Hello, and welcome back. Welcome back to Modding. It's episode 41. And today we're gonna do a little bit something different. Today we're gonna do a little bit of quality of life upgrade for my own self. That's right. I mean, we have this lovely station over here, right? The PC, which basically has, at this point, way too many items connected to it. So I thought, well, I think it's time that we went wireless with this PC. I mean, while this is great, we definitely need a better way to access our storage. I cannot possibly, just keep on running around here to there. That's not fun. So we gotta do something about it. And today is the day we do something about it. So let me show you what can we do about it. The thing we can do is this wireless crafting grid, which basically lets you access your storage, but also has a crafting grid inside of it. So that would be lovely. Now, I don't really need it because of the whole, in our backpack we have the crafting upgrade thingy, but it would be better to make a wireless crafting one. So that's what we're gonna do. We need an ender pearl, an advanced processor, and a bit of quartz. And I did bring my refined storage backpack with me. We have a bit of quartz, enriched iron, not a lot, so I think we will have to make a bit of it, which is fairly simple, of course. We can make a decent amount. Good enough. So we need that. We need an ender pearl, which I don't know. Oh, yes, we do have. Excellent. And the other stuff that we required will need for me to make a lot of other things as well. So that will probably take a while. So let me gather all the ingredients. Yeah, I have to make a crafting monitor basically and an advanced processor. I think I have, yes, we have the advanced processor at least, but we will still require a crafting grid of its own, which, as we all know, takes a little while to make. So let me make that, and we shall be back once we have all the ingredients ready. Right, a little while later, we have the items required for it. We just needed a crafting grid. Yes, so let's add all of these. Wait, did I put my... Oh, I did put them away. Lol. Let's get these ready and this, and voila, we have gone wireless. Now, of course, currently it's not really working. We also don't have network found. So now, as you can see here, we need to charge it, and you can charge these things very easily, actually. Well, there we go. It's already charged. It's basically fully charged. We just need a network. Now it says, well, I couldn't find the network. Well, we have to connect this to the wireless thingy, if you will. It'll make sense. We just need one of these, the wireless transmitters. So let me, right. Again, we need a machine casing, which is very easy to make, but there might be one thing which we don't have. Let's see. Right. Nope. I think we should have the advanced. Yes, we do. Perfect. So that means voila! Well, there we go. Wireless. We have just gone wireless. Now, how and where do I use this? That I don't know, to be fair. That I will agree. Maybe you just put it on this? Oh, well, there we go. It's using 8 FE per tick, which is great. So now, if I go around, say, here. Ooh, it doesn't work. Interesting. So, am I supposed to calibrate it to some network or something? Ah, it's a 16 block thingy. Okay. Aha, we have it. We actually have it. The 16 blocks is okay. So how much is 16 blocks? Around here. No, 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 no. What? That is too less. Oh, okay. So this is where we can find it as of yet. But of course, there are ways to make this better. I mean, obviously 16 blocks is very less. We can make this a lot longer as well. There's no doubt about it. Right. So basically, we don't really need anything else for this currently. So the wireless crafting grid just needs a bit of a ranged upgrade, or well, range upgrade as it's called. Let me make, well, let me make one of those if I can find. There we go. We just need a few range upgrades, and I think we should be golden. We need a bit of improved processor, a bit of quartz. I think the enriched quartz. What? No, I meant the enriched quartz. Yes. Lovely. That's a stack of it. Where is the upgrade? There it is. Lovely. We can make one. Ah, well, achievement has been unlocked. Upgrading. Let's make one more actually. And then one more. And then one more. So that is 4. And then we have a range upgrade. So we can make these. 1, 2. I will just need to check how. We don't need the improved process. We just need to place one of these in here. Yes, perfect. And then voila. Perfect. And now, if I place 2, 3, and 4 of them, we can go all the way up to 48 blocks, which is actually a good number, not gonna lie. So all the way until say here. Okay, no, not here, but here. No, here, no, here, here, here. So we can go all the way up till here and make our stuff, which is rather cool, not gonna lie. I mean, you can have like the wireless crafting grid all the way till here. Come on, that is good. I think that would also include my place over here. Absolutely does. But that's no fun, because this still feels like, oh, it's only a tiny thing. How can we make it better? Well, believe you me, we can make it better. It's expensive, but we can make it better. Let me talk about these network transmitters. We don't need the relays actually, or the detectors, or these. We just need a transmitter, a receiver, and there's one more thing actually that we need, which would be a network card. That's it. These 3 things are gonna help us out make the inventory basically, or the PC, global PC storage system, insanely better. Like, you have no clue. So let's dive into that, shall we? So first things first, in order to make any of these, a bit expensive, not gonna lie, we need netherite ingots, which is a bit, definitely expensive. So let me just make all of those cores and whatever the hell thingies these are, and then we can make the good stuff, the fun stuff, if you will. Well, here we are with our network. Well, first let's make the transmitter maybe, and then we'll make the receiver. So here we go. Do we not get an achievement for it? That's rather sad. Like, I just invested in netherite ingot inside of this, and you're telling me I don't get an achievement? Rather sad. But anywho, let us make the second thingy as well, which is the network receiver, for which of course we need another one of these. That is fine. And voila, wait, we have the transmitter and we have the receiver. Perfection. With which we need a few of these, for which we need a bit of quartz, which is also fine. Let's make another stack of these. There we go. A network card. Voila, no cables required indeed. Now, the way this works is, we put the transmitter somewhere near this setup storage system apparently. For example, I guess I can place this here. Yes, perfect. And then the way it works is, we place a receiver, although I think I'll need one more item for this. So let me quickly make that, and then I can show you. Right, now that I have all the items that we require, let's say I'm over here at my lovely create factory area. Let's say I place down this, and a bit of a controller. And then we put the solar panel on the controller so that we can use it, of course. Which is getting used up, of course. And then we have ourselves a little bit of a network receiver over here, if you will. Now, what does this network card do? Well, once I right click or shift right click, and then I go all the way over here and I place in this. Well, voila, it's linked now. That basically means when I go back over here, how did this break? Oh, right. Okay, I think I realized what happened. What is happening here? I don't understand. Why would this keep breaking? I don't know. I think I kind of know why. Because basically, as it turns out, the chunks need to be loaded for this to remain, is what I'm realizing. Now the problem is, every single time I leave this chunk and it ends up being unloaded. I see. So I will have to find a workaround for this, as it looks like. Although I did think that maybe that chunk remains loaded for some reason. I don't know, because there is no ways that I have been around in that vicinity loading that stuff up. for so long that I have ended up getting so many dice. Like there is no ways that I have been around here for long enough that I have 11,300 of a certain die, which means this has to be getting loaded somehow, right? Like there is no way as well that the amount of dough that I kept on getting here and the amount of slime that we have can happen, if you will. So that is what is making me think that it should be loaded in, but for some reason it isn't. Like it's only loaded in for certain things, but it's not loaded in for this. It doesn't really make sense. If we keep our starter thingy over here, if for example, and we have the crafting grid, the network receiver, the controller, and things giving it power. Basically, it should work now for this at least. We have this missing network card. Yes, I am aware. Thank you. We shift right click, whatever on this thingy. We put that in. 29 blocks. Nope, it doesn't work here as well. Something is clearly going wrong. Like 29 blocks. So that means it's not a chunk loading error then. There is something else which is going wrong, it looks like. Oh, I think it's an energy issue. I think it is an energy issue indeed. So this thing is taking up 64 FE per tick. The wireless thing is taking up 40 FE per tick. Okay, so I think it might have been an energy issue. So I may have to make this third hardened thingy even bigger. Because I don't know how much the hardened thing provides at this point, right? If we check the hardened thermal, it gives 100 FE per tick. How much is the total usage? Why has this stopped now? Right, if I remove this, or if I remove the transmitter itself. Okay, so now it works. So currently the usage for now itself is 64 FE per tick for some reason. Because the 40 is there, 4 for this, 2 for this, 6 for this and all. So basically, this is already using 64 FE per tick. On top of that, I added in the another 64, which basically made it okay. So I understand what the problem is. It wasn't a chunk loading error. It was an energy, lack of energy rather, error. And that's actually fine. We can gladly find a solution for that. Aha, a little while later, here we are with not a blazing, but a niotic one. I could have gone for the spirited as well again, but I was like, okay, let's calm down. Maybe I go for a spirited one later, but for now, this is good enough. So, enough. It should have enough, power now at least, for sure. And let me get rid of this first. Thank you. We put back our wireless transmitter, which I had removed actually, with all of the muffling upgrades. This is an issue to keep jumping on top of this here. We'll put in the 4 of these. That is perfect. And now we can put in the network transmitter over here. And it should work perfectly well. 128 FE per tick doesn't even stagger. Like, look at that. This is still producing and storing extra, thingies. So that is perfect. Now that this works, we can go back to the original plan. Aha, here we are back to the original plan after a little bit of tweaking and, doing other things on the go. But we have it. Now we need the network card. We right click, we shift right click, we go all the way there. We put in the network card, and I think, and I hope, and I pray that this time, oh, it works. We have enough energy usage. Oh, come on. Why? I don't understand what is wrong here. Why? What? Well, the energy was definitely an issue. There is no doubt about that. So that has been solved. But this is a definite issue as well. What in the world? Why does the network receiver keep on just despawning? Or breaking, rather. This doesn't make much sense to me. And by much, I mean it does not make any sense to me. It shouldn't just break. That's the thing. This is obviously working well enough. this for some reason doesn't work, as it turns out. Huh. And it took its own 64 FE per tick, which I understand that's completely fine because we have more than enough energy to provide for it now. So that is not an issue at all. And I don't think it's a chunk loading problem as well, because I'll tell you what, I make this entire thingy right next to it, right? I think it would still break. I have a feeling it will still break for some reason. Let's see. Let's see, I make this here, right? We put this in here, we put our network thingy here. No, not this. Oh, does that happen because... Oh. So this thing cannot generate enough stuff for a network receiver to work. Maybe that is the issue? Oops, that's not what I meant to break. Put that back. How much does this generate? I forget. Output it currently is 280 FE per tick. How much does it actually produce? I don't know. Oops. Maybe. I think I may have figured out the problem here. It probably could be that both of them need to receive enough energy, which it wasn't. Interesting. I did not realize that for some reason. Let's see. Right click, shift right click, whatever, and we put that in. Ah, it's broken. Interesting. So it's definitely not a chunk loading error. That much is guaranteed, right? At this point, there is no doubts about it. Now, this isn't using energy currently. This one is, for some reason, it's using up 64 FE per tick just to transmit to like this much of an area. Do we need a controller? Is the question. I mean, I think we do, obviously, right? It can't possibly be working. None of these things would work if I don't power it up and don't add a controller, which means we do need a controller. So I have absolutely no clue as to what is causing this. I will have to look into this, but sadly, we are out of time for this episode. A bit of a weird one, not gonna lie, but such is life. Such is things, or that is how it works, because you don't always look stuff up in the... It's a let's play. It's not a tutorial thing. I don't look things up beforehand and, just do those things. No, I do the stuff on the go. And so I will tinker around with this a little bit, and hopefully we'll have a, solution to this in the next episode. I hope you liked it, enjoyed, had fun. And if you did, like, share, subscribe, comment, etc. I'll see you in the next one then. Bye bye.